Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest look at your forecast. Yesterday, we had highs in the upper 80s and low 90s across the area, and I think we'll have similar temperatures for today as well. A little bit more cloud cover, and while I can't completely rule out a shower or thunderstorm today, I think most of the rain will hold off until tonight, but there still remains some uncertainty. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. In the meantime, the heat index value-wise will generally be in the mid-90s for today, getting close to 100 degrees for tomorrow. I think it may even be hotter than what this graph shows, so be ready for that as far as our heat index value is concerned. But I am expecting a big drop-off in temperature on Sunday, where even the actual air temperature may only be in the upper 80s, and so it will be very similar for the heat index as well. So we are ushering in a cold front late Saturday into Saturday night, and so that will help us be a little bit more comfortable on Sunday compared to Saturday. But we'll have wind gusts near 20 to 30 miles per hour both days. It may even look like Sunday will be the windier day. So even though it will be a little bit more comfortable temperature and humidity-wise, or lack of humidity, might be a little bit more of a wind, but nothing we can't handle here in Kansas. All right, here's a look at Supercast. This is one computer model's opinion. So as we go through this, just keep this in mind. We'll have some rain starting to develop late this afternoon into this evening. You can see that rain making its way into central Kansas at 11. I'm also monitoring those storms up in Nebraska as well. But look what happens in central Kansas. All that rain dissipates by the time it reaches us. While the rain in Nebraska does hold together, it may clip our far northern communities, but there's not much. This model does not indicate anything. By the way, if you're wondering, this is the 6Z of the HER computer model. So if you're curious, this is our in-house computer model showing maybe a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms today. Again, I just don't see this happening, but we'll watch it just to be sure. In the meantime, as we head into this evening, I'm a little bit hesitant on this too. Most models don't have the storms until after midnight, so these models are just not doing very good with these storm chances coming through the area over these next 24 hours. So just be aware of that. Right now, this shows these storms are going to be out of the area by 4 a.m. Maybe a few storms clipping extreme northeast Kansas early Saturday morning. Otherwise, that's it. Nothing really showing up for Saturday during the day or even into the early evening hours. Overall, based on computer models so far this week and based on some other computer models today, I think the vast majority of these storms will occur from midnight to noon tomorrow. That's what we're looking at as far as the greatest time frame. Now, can we get storms outside of that time frame? Yes, but as far as the greatest time frame, that's what we're looking at. And you can see the differences in the computer models on how much rain we could potentially get through tomorrow. You can see the graph there. Remember, that was the one that I just showed you. And then the European, the GFS, and the name, I didn't show you those, but you can kind of see the differences in the computer models on what we're going to be seeing as far as rain is concerned. So you get the idea that there still remains some uncertainty. But once we get towards Saturday afternoon, unless we can get some redevelopment in the afternoon, I really think most of the rain will be done with by the morning. Then it's going to be all about the heat in the afternoon, and then we'll be monitoring that cold front. As far as the severe weather risk, tonight, the marginal risk is along Highway 36, and then for the eastern two-thirds of our viewing area tomorrow. And then that slight risk off to our east. This is definitely subject to change because of differences in the timing of our storms, and so that will be something to watch out for. But regardless, we're going to be in the 90s for most areas today and tomorrow. Heat index size getting close to 100 with a little bit higher humidity for tomorrow, and then a lot less humidity and cooler temperatures as we head into Sunday. The humidity does come up slightly as we head towards next week, but I'm really focusing on the temperatures. We're really looking at a big warm-up for the second half of the work week. Maybe a chance of storms Tuesday nights, but confidence in that is on the lower side. The good news is, if you're not a fan of that extreme heat that we'll have Wednesday through Friday, the two long-range computer models do indicate a cool down for next weekend, which, by the way, is the first 2 days of July. So this is it. This is the final 8 days of the month of June, and we're looking at temperatures that will be near or above average for the final 8 days, and rain, I'm going to say below average, but it's going to depend on what we get between today and tomorrow. There will be some areas that get some healthy rainfall totals, but there will be some areas that get very little, if anything at all. So we'll continue to focus in on that and keep you updated. And I will be in tomorrow on Saturday, so make sure to check back in for tomorrow to get the latest update on what to expect for the first part of the weekend. But as I've been mentioning all week, Sunday still looks to be the better of the 2 days. Whether or not it rains or not on Saturday, it's definitely going to be very hot and very humid compared to Sunday.